Hey, I'm Gabby, also known as Señorita Gavita. Welcome back or welcome if you are new here. Today's video will be a draw with me session. You can see here my old sketchbook that I really want to finish, so we are drawing again in this one. And I will draw the flowers of the month of June. So the flowers are this time the rose and the honeysuckle. And I have here already the pre-sketch. You will see that I drew a hummingbird, a fairy guinea pig surrounded by roses and honeysuckles. And this sketch will be my concept ideas for the rewards of Patreon. I create each month a sticker, an art print and original artworks, and here in this video I'm preparing like my ideas, how I want to have the colors for the stickers and the prints, how will be the composition of the characters and so on. And I always do this in my sketchbook using traditional art supplies, like here this time again acrylic markers from arrtx and shuttle art, but also from a hoo-hoo. I really love to make this part of my creation process with traditional art supplies, so I get this feeling of creating art and I don't have all the creation process only done with my digital drawing with my iPad and Procreate. So I really adore to have this part of my creation process. But I will also talk about the history, symbolism and meaning of the flowers of the rose and the honeysuckle. And I also want to include some more personal stuff, like my experience as an art content creator and small business owner. So I will split this video in different themes. But right now we are starting with the left page with the art print that I wanted to make for June. And the main characters are this time a hummingbird and a tiny guinea pig. And actually in my last rewards for Patreon I only drew guinea pigs, my fairy guinea pigs. But this time, as I was reading the information about the honeysuckle, I decided to include also hummingbirds because the honeysuckle is one of the main food sources of hummingbirds, so I thought why not, and I really love hummingbirds. I grew up in Peru, in Lima, and I saw there are very different kinds of hummingbirds, so this type of birds is a very, very special one for me. So I thought why not to include a hummingbird in this art print. But now I want to talk a little bit about my experience of an art content creator. I'm doing this I think since 2023, but very serious I started it with 2024. There was a time I got also some recognition for an art print. They were contacting me for collaboration and so on, and it went very well, and I tried to establish this type of career in my life besides of studying art history and working in the art museum. And I really enjoyed to have the opportunity to try out different art supplies for free and create content for you guys as well, doing some tutorials, reviewing the art supplies and creating my art and offering also stickers, prints and other art items in my stores. But I also have a few struggles over the time because I really rely on my social media presence. I rely how the engagement is working, how many people I'm reaching, and I don't know if you are more into the social media game, especially in Instagram. The algorithm is always changing and always against small content creator like me. I noticed over the time a decline of my art reels, the reach of them, and this decline is connected with the algorithm because Instagram want to change the way how you see the content on their platform. They are also offering to have this verified badges, and when you have this badge you can reach more people. They say in this way that they want to get paid for using Instagram, and when you want to have a good reach you have to pay for this badge or you have to boost your content. And sadly this is not really possible for a small content creator like me to pay an amount of money each month to get the visibility on their platform. So I'm really struggling at the moment to get my content seen. Also from my followers, only a very small percentage of my followers are seeing my content because of that. And it's very frustrating because I always put a lot of effort and love into my content, and I really love to share my happy art to you as well. But seeing that low of engagement is very unmotivating in a way. I try to step a little bit back from it and not take it that personal, but sometimes it's very, very hard for me to keep doing it, and it also reflects on my sales on my store as well. I recognize on my content when I'm promoting my new shop update, Instagram decides to not show it to my followers and to minimize the reach that I can achieve. So I don't know, I still keep doing my content creation, the type what I love, but I wanted to say that behind the happy and colorful facade that I'm showing to you, I'm still struggling to build a presence like a small business owner and to grow. And also, besides of this struggle of the low engagement because of Instagram, I also noticed a decline of my Etsy sales, and I was wondering why this is happening, because at the beginning of this year it went very well compared to last year. So I was very happy to receive each month a few sales and to build up my Etsy and to work on it on each listing, working on the CEO. But then in May I only got one sale, and I was wondering why is this happening. And then I did a research, and right now there is like a boycott against Etsy because some of the customer got scammed by some Etsy sellers, and the reason behind it was that they thought they have both handmade items, but sadly many shops on Etsy are run by people who are using AI for their content or are drop shipping, buying very low quality products from China and drop shopping it on Etsy, and I can really feel this boycott because I don't get that many sales and also very low views, and then together combined with the low reach on Instagram, it's very difficult to grow also on Etsy and to spread my art in the world. So besides all the struggles that I mentioned, like the declining reach on Instagram and also the boycotts against Etsy, it's very difficult, but I really want to make this happen. My dream to be able with my art to earn a stable income besides of my part-time job that I want to start and in the future as well. I don't know if this will be very possible. Maybe I'm thinking too naive, but it's a dream that I have actually for a long time, but I always kept it like a secret because I thought maybe it's too naive, too childish to believe that I will be able to do this. After the time passed by, I realized that I really want to do it. I realized also how happy I am right now doing art creation, and also when I see an order and to see that I make other people happy with my art, it's very fulfilling. And I really want to have this like a part of my life, feeling like I'm doing something that feels meaningful for me as well, that I don't have the feeling that I'm wasting time working at the office, for example, being bored all the time. So I really want to have this like a side hustle for keeping me motivated, to keeping my mind creative. And yes, I think maybe I have to rethink how I share my content, maybe being more active again because of the low engagement. I was very unmotivated to post on Instagram and creating content, but maybe I have to keep going and push it again more, and maybe this will help. If not, then I have to rethink again and doing more other stuff or focus more on other social media platforms like YouTube, making more YouTube content, or I don't know, I will see what will come in the future, how I will change it. Maybe you have also the same experience when you are also a content creator. Maybe you have a tip for me how I can improve my content, or just share your own experience with this theme. I will be very happy to read your comments, to read also your experience, and to feel that I am not that alone with this struggle. And I hope you don't mind this type of topic. Sometimes I have the urge to talk about it, to share my experience and my feelings. I always thinking that it's not that important to share that, but I decided to do it this time again. And I always thinking, what can I talk in my next video? So maybe I will share here and there some topics that are running in my mind, like for example this time the fight again, the algorithm and so on. Maybe I will find in the next video another topic. Maybe you want to have my opinion to a specific topic as well. I don't know, for example to the AI situation, for example. So let me know in the comment down below as well. But this was enough jabbing about this topic, and let's us move to the flower of the month of June. The rose and the honeysuckle are the birth flowers of June, each carrying its own unique symbolism and charm. Roses with a timeless beauty and captivating fragrance have long been associated with love, passion and admiration. Honeysuckles on the other hand are known for their sweet scent, symbolizing happiness and affection. But let's start with the rose. Roses are beautiful flowers with delicate petals that come in many colors such as red, pink, white and yellow and so much more. There are over 300 different species of roses, each with its own unique characteristics. Some roses like the hybrid tea roses have large elegant blooms and a strong fragrance, making them popular choices for bouquets. Others like the floribunda roses produce clusters of small flowers, adding a burst of colors to gardens. Climbing roses, as the name suggests, can climb walls, creating a stunning visual display. No matter the type of roses are known for their lovely fragrance and are often used in gardens and bouquets because of their charming appearance. Roses can be found growing in various regions around the world, including Europe, Asia, North America and Africa. They are cultivated in gardens, parks and as an ornamental plant in many countries with temperate climates. The exact blooming period for roses depends on the specific variety and local climate condition. Generally, most roses bloom during the spring and summer months, with peak blooming times varying from region to region. Some varieties may also produce flowers in the autumn. But now to the history of the rose. There are fossil evidence that suggests roses have been around for an outstanding 35 million years, from the ancient Egyptians who would use roses as offerings to the gods and Roman nobility who created huge public roses gardens. Roses have always been loved and celebrated. The cultivation of roses likely began in ancient China, where they were valued for their beauty and fragrance. The ancient Greeks and Romans also held roses in high regard, using them in ceremonies, celebration, and as adornments. In medieval Europe, roses became symbols of love and royalty. During the 18th and 19th centuries, roses cultivation experienced a significant expansion, leading to the development of many new varieties and hybrids. Today, roses continue to be beloved around the world, cherished for the beauty, fragrance, and timeless appeal. There are also interesting facts. The rose is the national flower of England, the United States, and the Maldives. Roses are edible and have been used in cooking and medicine for centuries. They are high in vitamin C and antioxidants. The scent of rose can improve mood and reduce stress and anxiety. The world's oldest living rose is thought to be over 1,000 years old. It grows on the wall of the Cathedral of Hildesheim in Germany. The largest rose bush in the world is located in Tucson, Arizona, planted in 1885. It covers an area of over 9,000 square feet, and the world's most expensive rose is the Juliet rose. Was introduced to the public by rose breeder David Austin. This unique flower took 50 years to create and cost more than $3 million to produce. And now to the meaning and symbolism of rose. Like the other flowers, roses have several meanings and symbolism, which include love and romance, beauty and elegance, passion and desire, innocence and purity, and friendship. Now to the honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is a lovely vine with small, sweet-smelling flowers that come in colors like white, yellow, pink, or red. The leaves are simple and green, and the plant often climbs up fences or other structures. Honeysuckle is popular because it attracts bees and butterflies with its nectar-filled flowers. Honeysuckle can be found in many parts of the world, particularly in temperate climates. It is native to the Northern Hemisphere, including Europe, Asia, and North America. Honeysuckle vines are often found in gardens, parks, and along roadsides where they can climb and spread easily. The exact blooming period for honeysuckle depends on the species and local climate condition. In general, honeysuckle blooms in late spring to early summer, producing clusters of fragrant flowers that attract bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, and other pollinators. Some species of honeysuckle may also bloom again in late summer or early autumn, providing additional nectar for insects. Honeysuckle has a long history of cultivation and appreciation dating back centuries. The plant had been used in various cultures for its medicinal properties and sweet fragrance. In ancient times, honeysuckle was believed to have healing powers and was used to treat fevers and skin conditions. The plant's popularity grew in Europe and North America during the 18th and 19th centuries, when many new varieties were introduced and cultivated for their ornamental value. The interesting facts are that the name honeysuckle comes from the sweet nectar that can be sucked from the base of the flowers. Honeysuckle flowers are edible and can be used to add a sweet flavor to teas, desserts, and salads. In some cultures, honeysuckle is believed to bring good luck and protection from evil spirits. The meaning and symbolism are love and affection, devotion and fidelity, sweetness and happiness, beauty and charm. But most interesting, what do June birth flowers say about your personality? We all know that roses have many different meanings depending on the color, from love and passion to gratitude, admiration, and friendship. Roses are very versatile flowers. Despite their meaning though, roses have a long history of being known to represent love, beauty, honor, faith, and devotion. If you're someone or know someone with a birthday in June, you'll definitely be a true romantic. You also get along with people very easily, have many friends, and pretty much always think with your heart. As roses are classic, you no doubt have a timeless, effortless style too. If you're born in June, honeysuckles add another layer to your personality. Like roses, they symbolize love and affection, but also represent happiness and sweetness. This suggests that you have a joyful and optimistic outlook on life, finding joy in the little things. Additionally, honeysuckles are known for their ability to attract hummingbirds with their nectar, indicating that you may have a magnetic personality to draw others to you. Overall, as a June-born individual, you are like to be a romantic with a warm and inviting nature. So this is all about the history, symbolism, and meaning about the rose and the honeysuckle. Let me know if you are born in June and you are seeing yourself in this description. And yes, we are finishing the sketchbook spread, and after that it's time to make the art print and the stickers. After I have finished the sketchbook spread, I'm doing the illustration on my iPad and Procreate, and after that I'm sending the files to my PC, and then I can start printing the prints and the stickers, and after that, after I have printed the art print, it's time to cut them in the right size, and also the stickers, cutting them with my Cricut machine. And then we have the final result of the Draw With Me session. And if you like the stickers and the prints of June, you can join anytime in this month to receive them. You can join for the sticker tier, the art print tier, or maybe you want to have both as a bundle. And I also have an original artwork tier where I create with art supplies and artwork for you, and you can also get the stickers and the prints together with the original artwork when you are joining for this tier. And you have time until the end of June. And yes, this is all about today's video. I hope you like it, and if this is the case, don't forget to leave a thumb up, to subscribe and push the notification bell, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.